You all ready?
Cool. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. How was your first day at camp?
It was good. I'm not mad at it. It was great to be out here. I've never been to Costa Mesa before. It's beautiful weather. They got us in a nice hotel. It's a blessing.
It's pretty much perfect weather for training camp, right?
Exactly. Yeah. In the beginning, it was a little humid, but the sun came out. It's beautiful out here.
How did you get settled into your hotel? Who are you rooming with?
Well, my roommate is Anthony Frias, one of the running backs, and the room is really nice actually. I mean, we have connecting doors, so it's cool. We can talk to some of our other teammates. Yeah.
Who are on the other side of the door?
It's Ben Perry and Troy Lieber.
So, did you know any of those three that well before this, and how much do you think it'll help kind of get to know them over the course of these 16 days?
Yeah, I think the coaches have done a great job of making the running backs and the linebackers, or linebackers, tight ends, or just everybody on the team kind of have to come together, and we all work out together. So, I've definitely known them. Yeah.
Was last night mostly just kind of getting settled in, or were you guys able to do any kind of event or bonding experience?
Yeah, it was really just meetings and then just unpacking all of our stuff.
How eager and excited are you to finally get going after all the, kind of player practices and working out and stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like the word I would use is ecstatic. It's been a long time since spring ball, and we put in all that work during summer workouts, summer running, the PRPs especially, like to be able to do this right now, and we had a great day one.
Where are you at with your familiarity with the defense, your understanding of it now with full spring under your belt?
Yeah, I'm definitely still becoming more comfortable as days go by, but I definitely do feel more confident in the defense making plays and calls and stuff like that. But definitely being able to lean on people like J9 and John, just asking questions, and when we're all out there, I feel really good.
Are you playing both Mike and Will?
No, I'm just playing Mike, yeah.
How did the energy today compare to what you experienced in the spring, especially knowing, you're now a month away from the first game?
I feel like everybody was a little more locked in. We know that we only have 31 more days until we play Utah. I feel like everybody's really focused on the task at hand.
Coach talked about really good depth on this team. How would you kind of assess it, linebacker, starters, or guys who think they're going to be starters versus, guys pushing them?
Yeah, I definitely feel like anybody in our room could play at any time. And I think Coach White does a great job of forcing all of us to play together during practice so that we are able to play with somebody who may not have been getting as much reps. But even during spring ball, we all were pretty much getting the same amount of reps.
How did Nico look today, going against him? How was it?
Yeah, no, he's a great quarterback. It's great to have him on the team, and as as fall camp keeps going, he's going to keep on getting better, but he looked really good today.
How does Javian look at running back going against him?
I actually played him last year when I was at Oregon State at Cal. He made a lateral toss, and they scored a touchdown to the quarterback. It was crazy, but it's great to have him on the team.
When it comes to a guy like John, an older guy on the team, is he someone that's kind of taking you under his wing, and who are some of the leaders on the team that have kind of maybe helped you settle in a little bit?
I would definitely say Nico, even though he's new, John, Ciale, Gary, Garrett, Devin. I mean the whole team. I can keep naming more people, but I just feel like I'll give credit to the coaches. Like they did a great job in making sure that all the newcomers, freshmen, like we all were hanging out during our off time, so that the leaders especially were able to create these bonds with the new people, and we see it on the field.
You mentioned Nico, even though he's new, and when we were talking to Deshaun earlier, he mentioned he has a presence about him. As a teammate, what is that presence that he has, that he carries himself with?
I think just confidence. Like you could tell that he knows that he's good, and he's about his business. I feel like it's as simple as that.
You guys get your revenue share payments start later this week. How excited are you to get that?
I think everybody's excited. It's great that the settlement went through, and everybody can start getting paid.
You guys talk about that amongst yourselves, like who's getting what? And
no, we try not to. Obviously, I mean, people know how much certain people are getting, but at the end of the day, we all came here for one reason, and that's to play football. And the extra money or whatever we get is just extra. It's not making anybody play harder or do anything like that, because at the end of the day, like Coach Foster, I said yesterday, like we still have to line it up. Like we could talk about how much money somebody's getting, but at the end of the day, like we still all have to perform.
Do you have NIL deals in the works on top of that right now?
Yeah, we basically all do, and we're working with the company to be able to do that type of stuff.
How delicate is that? Just, you kind of mentioned it doesn't really get brought up, but how delicate is that to make sure it doesn't seep into, the chemistry and the culture you guys are trying to create in that locker room?
Yeah, it definitely can expose a team or bring up a team. It really just depends on the people you have on the roster. But I think the coaches did a great job. Again, I mean, I'm going to keep giving them their flowers, but I think they've done a great job of bringing in the right type of character and people who want to play football and excited to play in California in the Rose Bowl.
We were counting earlier, it's more than half the team that are newcomers, whether it's transfers, freshmen, you're one of them. So a camp like this, staying in a hotel, being bussed in to practice, how does that kind of build culture early in a season like this?
I think it makes us build brotherhood. That was something that we had talked yesterday in our team meeting. Like, we're forced to do it. You're staying with some people that you may have never talked to before. And summer workouts and PRPs is a little harder because everybody new is trying to learn, and people who have been here are trying to teach. So you don't really get the same type of encounters. But especially right now, like, we have team bonding stuff that we're going to keep on doing. But it kind of forces us to be close. And this is the first time I've ever been off-site for fall camp, but I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks,
Thank you.
AJ. Appreciate it.